Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So Libras, I do feel that the month of June brings here some experiences in terms of what's the emotional truth that is guiding you in the relationship you have with yourself, in your own personal relationships, and in the path you want to experiment, in the path you want to try for your future. Because I do feel that some Libras are not being truthful to the core about how they feel about certain experiences, about likes and dislikes they do have. They are kind of wearing masks, some of you, playing, how can you say, like politic games to possibly avoid emotional confrontation or avoid challenges or frictions or discussions that could come by actually being truthful about how you feel. Now, some Libras are experiencing this through them. Others are experiencing this by dealing with people that possibly, or relationships that are not being the most truthful during this time, or the most forthcoming in terms of revealing feelings, in terms of revealing things as they are experiencing. So I do feel that some Libras may find out about traits, facts, situations that are not as they thought they would be. I feel that some Libras are going to know or understand some lies that have been told, either again that they have been telling themselves and others telling to them. There's a little bit of a deceptive energy here. At the same time, I do feel that other Libras are just afraid to get in contact with the depth of how they feel, because some of you may be feeling that by getting in touch with that depth you may get drowned, or you may not be able to then rise back to the surface and deal with, you know, other requirements in your mundane life. I do feel that there's an avoidance, a deflection, kind of an attempt to run away from dealing with things. And I do feel for some, of course, this is coming from you. For some, this is coming from people that are not committing, that are not communicating, that are having this aloof, destructive, more distracted energy, not feeling that people are not concentrating on you, or that people you love are not really looking at you the way you want to be looked. There's a chance there as well. In other ways, Libras that do have loose ends, Libras that need to clarify situations, resolve situations, have this closure energy. I do feel that the month of June is time to take care of those loose ends. I feel that there's something about those loose ends that can as well be about lies or, you know, deception that happened, that either you want to come clean about, or someone wants to come clean about that to you. It's very interesting because the foundation is this Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is a little bit of a trickster energy, you know. It's the type of tricks we play with our own minds and the minds of others, you know, to get what we want. It's a little bit of it's a card of taking advantage over others, or taking advantage over the power we have in someone else to our own profits. It could also be about lies, deception, cheating, but as well avoidance. Sometimes it's just a clear avoidance of not wanting to deal with situations that make you feel uncomfortable. And because you have the King and the Queen of Cups, this for me deals with matters of the heart, matters that a connection that possibly exists in your life that you do want to come clean, or you want to be truthful, or there's a part of you that wants to be truthful. There's a part of you that maybe wants to get to the bottom of this situation, and a part of you that still wants to avoid it. I do feel that people, this is a month with a lot of people. This is a month where people play an important part. That's what I want to say. Relationships in all senses are of importance for you to understand the changes ahead, and for you to understand what has been holding you back, and what real love for some of you mean, and what real love is not. I do feel that some of you may have delusions of love, and when I say delusions of love, I feel like some of you will find out that what you thought was love, or what you thought was you had your heart into, after all you do not, because there's this lying vibration. Or the other way. For some Libras it's the other way. For some Libras is what you thought didn't matter, what you thought was of no importance, what you thought where you shut down your heart, where you shut down the voice of your heart telling you what they really want or what they really needed from you. It's the moment where you may be disappointed with your own self, because maybe you have been neglecting your needs, or you have been somehow deceiving yourself from getting your needs met, from getting your heart to connect with someone, or to put that intention out there so you can really attract the love you deserve and the love you want. So understanding what love is and what love is not to you, more than understanding, allowing yourself to feel it, which is exactly what the Seven of Swords doesn't want, plays a major role. And then allowing yourself to be brave to pursue the path of love, either because you realize where you have been is not love, or because you realize you want to go in a road or in a pathway that you know that love exists. So there's a lot of like I don't know how to say it in English, but it's like separating waters and getting to understand what is real and what is not. I also feel that for some of you there's a little bit of disappointments here with people in your life in general, and of course and always this is a general reading, and when I say love I mean any relationship in your life that you have a strong connection with, something that is really meaningful to you, something that you consider to be a part of your intimate sphere, people that you don't imagine your life without, you know, people that really matter, like friends, family, loved ones, it doesn't matter. Some of you could be disappointed with people in general in your life, either because you are seeing the masks they are wearing, either because you are caught people in lies, you are caught people in behaviors that you don't understand, and this could as well be mutual. I do feel that there's some separations here, an energy of something being split, rupture. I don't know. It's like for relationships again that have been any kind of relationships, love, friendships, family, whatever it is, for relationships that you are really aware they don't have an honest emotional foundation, or there's things about it that has not been a part of your integrity, a part of how you really believe people should treat each other. Those situations possibly are coming to a point of fracture, where necessarily there may be some separations, there may be some differences that may put both individuals in opposite ways. Others of you that have been delaying, again, the truth, you have been wanting to blindfold yourself to the truth. This is the month in which by you desiring it or not, that blindfold may be ripped out, because I do feel it's time to get to the truth. And not only that, I do feel that somehow this trickstery energy in relationships is keeping you from actually having the new beginning you want and the new beginning you deserve. So the challenge with the Fool usually is a lot of immaturity, irresponsibility, and not wanting to think about the consequences of certain actions or certain, again, little white lies that we tell people and so forth. So your advice, first of all, be careful with the type of actions and words you use, because they do have power, and every action has a reaction afterwards. But also I feel that you may be assisted by someone that may help you out in terms of understanding what you are not seeing, or why you're so afraid to feel things as deeply as you should, or as you know you should. I feel that there may be an energy of therapy here, so you may be asking advice to a therapist, or you may be asking advice to people that are, you know, detached from the situation, so they can really be impartial and help you out in finding out, you know, the way out of your maze. But everything feels very emotional and very oriented to, you know, the art of relating, the art of relationships, and, you know, the challenges that usually are presented there when we are not being honest, or when we are afraid being honest. Maybe you don't know, maybe you know you lie, but you don't know why you lie, and vice versa. So all of those questions are important to get to the bottom, because they do have more than more meaning of why we behave that way than what we usually see. So there's a core, again, there's a core for you to reach about anything that you are questioning yourself or being questioned about during the month of June. Some of you just don't feel it's like you don't feel as satisfied as you would like with people around you right now. Some of you may feel bored with the actual people you have. Some of you just feel incomplete, or like there's something missing. Even though you may have a lot of good friends and a great partner, I do feel that some of you still feel that something is missing. I do feel that others of you are connected heart to heart with someone you are not physically with, and this may be part of as well the process of understanding what's real and what's not, you know, why certain things between you and that person happened the way they did, or why there's a lack of clarity about the connection itself. What does it mean? Why do I feel the way I do? Why do I want the things I want? All of that. There's going to be some type of answer being given to you, but I also feel you need to seek it. Some of you need to seek the answers you want, and some of you need to give answers to others. Some of you, though, it's interesting. There's some of you here that may have separations, and I do feel that for some of you, those separations are not, how can I say, are not necessarily for good. I do feel that there's temporary separations, or there's an energy of not everything is lost. So things that you may feel you are losing during the month of June can actually end up being your gains in the future, and things that you think you are losing may as well not be lost, because they're still going to have a role to play there in your life. So there may be actual separations or temporary separations. I do feel a little bit of an energy of a broken heart here, which can be past vibrations. It doesn't mean that it's something that may happen in the month of June. It may be a broken heart over disagreements, over words that are exchanged or lies that are found out that do hurt. Either way, it's not all lost. I do feel that some of you are being called to apply effort to relationships. So things that you still think it's worth working on, relationships that you still believe in, they can be I'm sorry. They can be worked through with patience and perseverance, and not giving up on things, and not avoiding things, not avoiding getting involved as possibly you are called to. Whichever disappointments you go through, it's to bring you back to a reality in which things are more maybe less enchanting, maybe less beautiful than the dream, than in the vision of the dream, but it's a different kind of acknowledgement that you can attain when you actually understand that you can have the dream and have the real thing. It's just a matter of first of all, usually adapting the degree of expectations we have to the human condition, and the human condition has a lot of imperfections and flaws, and lying and cheating and denying and deflecting and running away is one of them. Now, relationships that are worth working on, the important thing is to be honest about that, to be honest about the flaws you do have, and seeing if the love is there, if the dream is there. You can both, or you can try to work through those issues to build the dream. And if it doesn't work with that friend or that lover, you still don't need to give up on it. You don't need to have all or nothing. You can learn how to join the best of both requirements, the vision of dream and the reality of how things are, and balancing both. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you who have been, mid-month, no. I hope you have a great month of June. Thank you for all of you who have been liking, sharing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.